So, this is Charles, and my project is PyNet, which is a command and control tool for remote devices on a separate network. For the purposes of demonstration, I'm running this on a local server, and I have the Python scripts also on my computer, and I'll be running these against another device on my apartment's network. So, this portion of the project right here is the web server and web interface, and this serves as the command and control for the remote devices. And the other portion of it is this right here. So you have the code for sniffing and receiving instructions and sending information back to the server. And then you have some associated payloads. I wrote a ping and an ARP cache poison, and one that doesn't matter. And then down here they get registered, and when this connects, what it'll do is send information back to the server. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that. I'm going to restart the sniffer right here, and if we go to remote hosts, what's going to happen is as the sniffer is connecting, there we go. So these are the remote hosts that responded when I did a scan of the network. So over here, there's an ARP scan that happened. The script figures out my IP address and netmask, gets a prefix length from that and finds the network that I'm on, and does an ARP cache, or not ARP cache, does an ARP scan over that network and returns the hosts found. So this right here is my Raspberry Pi that I'm going to be executing against. But first, I'm going to go over here and show a simple sniff. So I'm going to put 10 packets in. I'm just going to capture whatever. So we have some TCP packets, UDP, spanning tree protocol. So this interface right here is just an easy way to view the packets. However, there's also another way. So on the admin panel right here, these packets are actually getting saved into the database. So I can go in here, and from here they can be exported over to Scapy, where I can do some actual analysis on them, or I can open them up in Wireshark. So this is just for easy scanning. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this, and that wipes them from the database. And I'm going to go over here, not over there. I'm going to go over here, here. There we go. And I'm just going to filter by ICMP, do a count of 6, and start a capture. And then I'm going to ping my Raspberry Pi. Right here you'll see an echo request from my computer at 109 to my Pi at 175, and then the echo reply at 175 to 109 back. So we can do that again. Hop over here, you see the other two, and then finally the final one's right there. And you have to specify a count so that the thread that's sniffing knows when to stop, so it doesn't try and sniff indefinitely and hold up and have that thread run forever. So I'm going to go ahead and clear those and go ahead and demonstrate the ARP cache poison. So I'm going to sniff for ARP right here, but these actually fill up really quick. Wireshark works a lot better for this, just for demonstration purposes here. So going to just put 10 of those, start a capture, and also start a capture over here, and no interface is selected. It's easier. Well, here we go. All right, start, sniff and ARP. I'm going to go ahead and execute that. And what that's going to do is start up 2 threads, one poisoning the router and one poisoning the Pi. So I would imagine this one over here is already filled up. Yeah, that was bound to fill up very quickly. So we can see on here, it's telling the router that or it's telling the Raspberry Pi that the router is at my MAC address, which is A4, and it's telling the router that the Pi's MAC address at 175 is also at A4. So both of those would be redirected through me, and you could also see that over here. These don't have the IPs because there's no IP layer on these. So I'm going to go over here now, and you can see this is the ARP table on the Pi. So 109 is at A4 appropriately, and the router is at BC MAC address appropriately. But if I do this again, it's going to take a moment, and then it should show that the router is also at A4. There we go. So 168.2.1 is at A4. So the Raspberry Pi has been poisoned, and that's my project. And once again, the purpose behind this is for you to leave a remote device on a network and have it remain inconspicuous, but have it be controlled by some interface somewhere else where the person is not around. So that's PiNet